Hi, my name is Michelle Hoffman, and I'm the membership assistant here at the JCC. And it's my privilege to share my moment of Torah with you. I'm going to share the story of King Balak, the sorcerer Balaam, and his talking donkey. Yes, I did say talking donkey. We'll get to that. First, Balak was the king of Moab, and he was very concerned about the Israelites. They had defeated their enemies in 4 battles, and that had brought them to the edge of his kingdom, and they were in camps right around his property. He didn't have the military power to fight them, so Balak decided to curse the people of Israel. And to do this, he reached out to a non-Jewish prophet, a sorcerer of the day named Balaam. He sent a group of emissaries with money to Balaam's property and said, they asked if he would consider this, and he thought about it and said, I'm going to need a night to see what God thinks about this. I need his guidance. In the morning, he told the king's people, sorry, the money's good, I'd like to do it for you, but God is not going to allow me to curse the people of Israel. And he sent them on their way. God had told him no. And Balaam knew that that was the answer, spiritually, deep down. He understood that that was his directive. But as the king sent more important groups of people with even more riches and rewards and the promise of fame, he kept going back to God 3 different times to see if he could get a different answer. Finally, on the 3rd try, God said, fine, go with the people to Moab and only do what I say you can do. Balaam was ecstatic. He said, great, thanks, jumped on his donkey and was off on the road with the king's people.
Hey.
Oh, hi. Hey, oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Alex. We're doing our moment of Torah here.
The keys to the water park.
Oh, they're in my office, but I was just going to do this first. This is Alex Naku. He's our aquatics director here at the JCC. We're doing a moment of Torah involving King Balak, the sorcerer Balaam, and the talking donkey.
Oh, the one with the donkey, I love it.
You love it?
It's my favorite.
It's his favorite. Much better. Now, not long down the road, an angel of God appeared with a drawn sword in the road. The donkey was the only one that could see the angel, and so the donkey swerved off the road, and she was promptly beaten by Balak. Not yet. Again, he pulls her back onto the road and continues, and a second time, the angel appeared again and stopped the donkey. The donkey then ran off the road and actually crushed Balaam's foot against a wall, trying to get his attention, but to no avail. Again, the donkey was beaten.
Oh.
Not yet, not yet. So, the 3rd time, the angel appeared one more time in front of the donkey, and the donkey finally decided to just sit down in the middle of the road and not go any farther. And then Balaam was very angry and beat the donkey with abandon. Beat the donkey with abandon. I know. Now, God allowed the donkey to speak to Balaam, and he said,
Why you gotta beat me like this? The same donkey never led you down the wrong path. What's up?
And then Balaam replies, you're embarrassing me in front of the servants. If I had a sword, I would have killed you myself. And at that point, God speaks to the donkey and says,
I have been trying to get you to stop this obscene mission and should have taken your life and spared your donkeys.
I didn't see the angel, said Balaam. If I had known, I wouldn't have gone. If you don't want me to go, I won't. But God gives him permission anyway and says, fine, you can go along, but say only what I want you to say. So he jumps back on the donkey, he heads down to Moab, he's all excited to curse the people of Israel, But what happens? Every time he opens his mouth to curse them, only blessings come forth for them. 3 different times the king requires him to curse them, and all he can do is bless them. And it leaves him looking foolish, and it leaves the king looking foolish for even trying. God could not get through to Balaam on a direct level. And sometimes even the soul cannot be reached, but the body can. So it is the body that sees the angel. And it's the body that cries out to the person prodding him to open his eyes. I know my body has been prodding me to open my eyes about working out a little more and meditating too, to relieve some stress. And usually we associate awareness with the soul, yet Jewish mysticism tells us that our bodies too were created by God, and therefore contains unique and divine energy of its own. Indeed, the body carries enormous power and a connection with the soul. But often, when our bodies speak to us, beckoning us to act or stop, we may ignore that voice. And even worse, we may beat the body, as Balaam beat his donkey, because it appears to be getting in the way of what we want to do and what our plans are. So we have many voices available to us. Many times it is the voice of our souls that we should be heeding, but yet our bodies carry important messages for us as well. Here at the JCC, we encourage listening, spiritually, mindfully, and physically. In many ways, through our wellness programs, our spiritual programs, and professional staff that are here to listen as well. Now let me ask you, are you listening?